Alright, I'm back. I'm sure you missed me. And the stench of failure. Reusable airstrikes. Nice. Pull, US government and just bomb my problems. Full bag of rando. Spin the wheel of destiny. Gotta remember. Dun, dun. Okay. Isn't that working? Oh. Fuck off. Got a key. I don't know if anyone's in the room, but I'm gonna rant for a second, and it's about May the 4th. I don't want to shatter the love and dreams and passion of Star Wars, but May the 4th is not a real fucking holiday. It was invented very recently to sell you more Star Wars shit. Which of course is ridiculous, because everyone's gonna buy Star Wars shit regardless. The declining sales would probably be more attributed to the lack of them making a good product, and less than people's, devotion to that product. There are apologists and fans of every form of Star Wars. And oh boy, it's, it's just a thing, man. It's just a thing that you're allowed to be passionate about, but they clearly don't actually care about you. From what I hear, The Rise of Skywalker completely negates everything that The Last Jedi did, which means they just listen to their earnings and not any artistic voice in the room. At least with the prequels, you knew it was fucking George Lucas's doing. You knew he wanted to make them. You knew it was from his head. And whether you liked him or not, it's what his vision was, if it was good or bad. But now, it's just made by committee popcorn and candy to get you to pay attention. This is the very same reason that I'm not excited for the new BioShock game that's going to be coming out. I really like BioShock. It's my favorite game series. I was one of the few voices, and I wasted that thing. Got me from here. The Rise of Skywalker was hot fucking garbage. It's the new Hallmark holiday. Yeah, it really bothers me, like, kind of deep to my core, how everyone is taken to it and treat it so sacredly when it's clearly just there to sell you shit. Like, we all knew Valentine's Day is that. We all know all these fake holidays that like, gunk up your feed are just there so you can hashtag and picture, oh, my dog, oh, my flowers. But it's really annoying how everywhere I turn today, hey, coffee, the Darth Vader macchiato is only $3 because of May the 4th, happy holiday. It's like, it's not a fucking holiday. Oh shit, that was a waste. I didn't fucking realize I had to target it. Good to know now. It's like, oh, look at this, the Darth Maul cheesecake. May the 4th be with you. It's like, no, you're trying to sell fucking cheesecake. It's not based on any fucking love of any fucking series. It's based on your love of money. It's based on Disney's love of your money and pleasing shareholders, man. And if you think I'm wrong, ask yourself, do you think anything in Disneyland Park was going to be cheaper because of May the 4th be with you? No. No. I'm just... There's an episode of Letterkenny about Valentine's Day, and the main character, Wayne, hates Valentine's Day because there's no tradition in it. He loves Christmas because there's tradition. And you don't fuck with tradition, to quote the show. And just fuck this run. Just fuck it right in its ass. Let me face Ragman with no real good upgrade. Fuck me. I said they can enjoy it. I said they can enjoy it all they want. Now I'm arguing with you, Ben. One of the Bens, not the other one. Because one of the Bens supports my theory, so it's going to be really confusing. Because folks treat Star Wars so sacredly when it's a fucking cash grab now. Just a cash grab. And there's no way you can say it isn't. There's no way. Like, releasing Rise of Skywalker on Disney Plus on May 4th? Really? That's not a giant ad campaign to get people to buy Disney Plus, a monthly service for their shit, really? It's not about love of fucking Star Wars, man. And like whatever you want. I'm one of the very, very few people who love the BioShock series and think that a movie is possible and probably should get made. There's not many people like me out there. My opinion isn't very popular. So if you fucking like your Star Wars, like your Star Wars. Just don't try to convince me. That's why they gave me all the fucking hearts, because of facing shit like that. Mass poison. Not in my tears, but probably on touch, I assume. Oh, I just poisoned the room. That's nice. Really nice. Like that. Lucky Rock has appeared in the basement. I never know what that fucking means. Shit. Doing that thing. Why do you not want the new Bioshock? Because the new Bioshock will not be made by the original creators of Bioshock. It's going to be made by people headed up who want to make money off the Bioshock name. Ken Levine is not making it. It's going to be 2K just capitalizing off the name Bioshock to sell copies. Now, does that mean they can't make a quality product? No. For all I know, they got somebody who's super passionate about Bioshock, who loves the lore, loves the entire thing, and they're gonna get in there and they're gonna make something nice. Did I say EA? I said 2K, right? But, to me, saying, hey, we're gonna make a Bioshock, the original creators are not involved, and then they like have a bunch of different studios work on it, because that's the only other news I heard is like, oh, we've been working on it for like 7 years and we had to fire a bunch of people that were making it. Fuck off. Because it's not up to our standard. And it's kind of like, okay, well, maybe, just maybe, you shouldn't make it. But some people from the original game, like, that's a cop-out. Like, that's... Every remake, reboot says that when it was, like, Terry from the fucking mailroom, who had about as much say in how the game went as I did as a player. It's probably not true. I thought the same thing about the NYPD Blue reboot, and then it was people that were around since, like, Season 2 or 3. But if it ain't... The point I'm making is a dude was the head of the thing, and that dude is gone. And he said... and he walked away from the series. So now the series is... not in the original creator's control, and I'm not saying it's going to be completely bad. I just didn't want it to happen. I thought Bioshock Infinite ended fine, and it kind of ended in a way that's perfect for that series. And then of course There's Something in the Sea. Not that There's Something in the Sea, that was also rad, but the Burial at Sea was also a really good like post-credit scene or post-credit sequence or director's cut of that ending. So I don't think we needed another one. I also didn't think we needed Bioshock 2, and I didn't like it at first. It's like, well, I did like it at first. It's kind of gone back and forth with me, but I loved its DLC, Minerva's Den. So, I mean, who knows? I'm just super worried it's gonna be like Season 4 of Community, where it's people doing an impression of a Bioshock game and then not understanding why it's good, or how it works, or how it should run. Shit. Range up. Got my heals. It's Hogarth. Ben, I'm gonna ask you a question. Do you just exist? Thank you, other Ben. I am fabulous. But Ben, do you just exist to refute anything I say? Is that your purpose? Is that the plan in life? Is that the goal? The mission? it. It also just feels like a cash grab, especially fucking after, just like Toy Story 4 did, which is why one of the reasons I haven't even watched it still. It's a cash grab to take a movie that has a clear and concise ending. It ends a series, it ends a franchise, it ends on a great theme, and go, now let's make another one. Let's just cash grabby. It's not... It doesn't feel right. It feels disingenuous. Also, nothing... I think Dan Harmon said it best when he was talking about Community episodes. Nothing good ever comes out of when someone comes to you and says, you have to make this kind of episode. I catch them all. Don't know what that is. Can you make that for Undertale? Can you make that for this? Was this a cash grab? Well, the DLC probably was. The DLC was also a chance to expand on it, make it better. There's just something innately... And quick question, while we're on subjects of love... Because, quick question, would you say then that The Force Awakens was a project of love? Or a project of love of Star Wars? Because while watching it, it definitely felt like a remake of Star Wars that we already had seen. What the fuck? What does it do? I don't know what these things do. I just use them, and then they don't work, and then I get upset.